In a matter that came up before the St. George's High Court on Wednesday, Trevon Robertson, seen in a red jersey, Ron Mitchell, a white jersey, and Atiba Stanislaus in a red and white striped shirt were scheduled to be sentenced on a slew of serious charges, including rape, robbery, and escaping lawful custody. However, the sentencing judge, Justice Paula Guilford, took the decision to traverse these matters to the next criminal assizes due to the unavoidable absence of Attorney Arlie Gill, legal counsel for Stanislaus, who is currently out of state. Additionally, probation reports were only recently received by the court, and adequate time is required for them to be properly reviewed. The trio, who are all from Paradise St. Andrew, pleaded guilty to the charges last month. Robertson, the youngest at 19 and unemployed at the time of arrest, faces sentencing for robbery with violence and escaping lawful custody. Farmer Atiba Stanislaus, then 25, will be sentenced for robbery with violence, rape, indecent assault, and escaping lawful custody. Ron Mitchell, a sailor by profession, who was 30 years old at the time of his arrest, pleaded guilty to robbery with violence, attempted rape, indecent assault, and rape. These matters have been adjourned to Friday, May 9th for sentencing at the St. George's No. 1 High Court. The men made international headlines after escaping lawful custody while being held at the South St. George Police Station in February 2024 and reportedly made their way to St. Vincent aboard a yacht belonging to missing American retirees Ralph Hendry, 66, and Kathy Brandel, 71. They were eventually captured in St. Vincent and extradited to Grenada. The incident prompted widespread concern and media coverage. In a matter still pending, the three were initially charged with capital murder in connection with the couple's disappearance. However, attorney Jerry Edwin, who provides legal counsel for Mitchell and Robertson, confirmed that the charge has since been downgraded to non-capital murder, which carries a maximum sentence of 25 years. The murder case, which is expected to come up for adjudication later this year, continues to draw significant public interest given its international dimension and the gravity of the charges involved. Meanwhile, the current charges carry steep penalties, up to 30 years for rape, 15 years for robbery with violence, and 5 years for escaping lawful custody. However, Edwin says the legal team anticipates a reduction in sentencing in line with standard sentencing guidelines, along with other mitigating factors to be presented at the next hearing. All eyes will now turn to Friday, May 9th, when the court is expected to deliver its final decision on sentencing. Reporting for GBN News, I am Nisha Paul.